Hey, Justin Cofield here, your Austin, Texas area realtor. Been in Austin about 19 years. We've kind of lived all over. We've lived in Round Rock, we've lived downtown, we've lived Southwest. We love this town, we love Central Texas, we love the area. So glad to be here. I wanted to talk for a few minutes about a couple of suburbs that I'm seeing tremendous things happen in. I don't know if you're getting ready to move to Texas, to move to the Austin area, and you're looking and you're like, there's too many choices, I don't know, it's overwhelming. I wanna help you. Maybe you already live in Austin and maybe it's time for a change. Maybe you are living north and wanna move south. Maybe you're living south and wanna move north. I don't know. These would be two great suburbs to check out. I've done some transactions in both of these towns, have some experience with both these towns, and I'm really just seeing great things happen. And so I wanted to highlight those as we kind of bust into 2023. If you're looking to do a move, one of these might be a great option. The first one I want to talk about is Georgetown, Texas. Now, Georgetown is about 45, 50 minutes north of downtown Austin. Georgetown's a great community. It's experienced tremendous growth over the last year or two, really the last 5 years. They have about 75,000 people there. I tell clients all the time that Georgetown is the city that feels like a small town. And it really does. It kind of has a small town feel, but you've got all of the amenities, all of the creature comforts that you could want in Georgetown. Georgetown is a county seat for Williamson County, so there's a courthouse there with a really just like super cute Hallmark Channel style town square with shops and restaurants, and they do all kinds of events there every year. They do the Poppy Seed Festival, and they do the Christmas Bazaar, and they do the Christmas Parade, and it's like it's out of a magazine, right? Georgetown has a great downtown square. So kind of adjacent to that, really close to that, is Southwestern University, a small private university there in downtown Georgetown. And just below that is what they call Old Town, or in Georgetown. It's a lot of older historic homes. So let's talk homes, let's talk neighborhoods for a second in Georgetown. Starting with Old Town, historic homes, turn of the century, shiplap, like big wraparound front porches, like you name it, that's what's there. Bigger lots, mature trees. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. If that's your thing, go look at that in downtown Georgetown, just south of the square and kind of surrounding the square. It's beautiful. You go a little further south and a little east, like on the southeast corner of Georgetown, there's lots of new construction, more affordability. I would say in the 400s, maybe dipping down in the 300s, you could get into a new home there. Really great access to I-35 and toll 130 to be able to get you into Austin and get you around. There's some good new construction happening on that southeast side of Georgetown. If you go west, the west side of Georgetown, out Highway 29. Highway 29 is where the Wolf Ranch Shopping Center is. They're building a new Costco there. They're building a new H-E-B there. They have the Wolf Ranch community. They have Target. They have Academy. They just got all kinds of restaurants and stuff. But if you keep going further out, it kind of gets hill country-esque, and you've got some great neighborhoods all the way out to Santa Rita Ranch, which is this massive master plan community out there. And they're doing some really great things. They've got some really great builders out there. Perry Homes is out there. Pulte Homes is out there. They've got lots of smaller builders, custom, luxury. It's a really beautiful spot to be. Let's take you going west on Williamson Drive in Georgetown. You go out Williamson Drive, there's some great new build communities out there, but there's also some great master plan communities and older communities with larger lots, mature trees, older homes, some really great stuff. Del Webb Sun City, which is a retirement community. If you're 55 plus, it's beautiful. They've really done a great job. They're building that out with another phase. And then I think there's a lot of space for growth north and east, southeast of Georgetown, even some just straight west. There's a lot of room for growth. There's a lot of new construction happening. One of the things that Georgetown is doing really great at is Parks and Rec. Their Parks and Rec, their development of that, they're just crushing it. So there's a river that runs through Georgetown. There's the San Gabriel River. It's got two arms, the north and the south. And the Parks and Rec department has just done a phenomenal job of accentuating that and making great use of that, making access of that to the public. There's parks, there's hike and bike trails, there's dog parks, there's waterfalls, there's playgrounds, just numerous opportunities to enjoy the natural beauty surrounding Georgetown, intermingled with those two arms of the San Gabriel River. And then another like really kind of little known fact about Georgetown is it has a lake, Lake Georgetown. It's not a very big lake, but it's a lake and it's beautiful. Lots of rocky cliffs. And one of the San Gabriel rivers flows into Lake Georgetown. Lots of rocky cliffs, lots of overlooks. There's 3 parks, 3 Corps of Engineer parks where you can pay a small fee. You can go and spend the day there swimming and kayaking and hiking and fishing and doing whatever. You can stay the night there. You can tent camp. You can stay in an RV or a camper. Some of them have primitive shelters that you can rent for the night. You can also put a boat in. You can do a sailboat. You can do a canoe. You can do a motorboat. You can water ski and wakeboard and wake surf and all of those things at Lake Georgetown. Another little known fact about Lake Georgetown is there is a hike and bike trail that goes the entire perimeter of Lake Georgetown. Some of it's pretty primitive and pretty like rough, but I've heard that it's really, really cool. I've been on portions of it. I haven't been on the whole thing, but that's a really cool thing. If outdoors is your thing, man, that is a great, great place to be. There's some beautiful home spots out around Lake Georgetown. I don't know that you can get necessarily a view of the lake, but you can be really close to the lake. That's something to look at. Georgetown schools are doing great. The majority of their elementary and middle schools get a B+ rating with niche.com, so be sure and check that out. Their high schools are getting A- ratings, which is great on niche.com. Check those out. Georgetown just has a lot of really great things going for it. I have family that live in Georgetown. I have 2 younger brothers. Their families live there. My parents live there. So I'm in Georgetown a lot. I love the Georgetown area. I think development-wise, they have some really cool things happening. I think it's got great proximity to Austin and all that Central Texas has to offer. It's on the edge of the hill country. If you're thinking north Austin, check out Georgetown. Here's the second community that I want to mention, I want to talk about for a few moments. And that's Kyle, Texas. Kyle is about 35 minutes south of downtown Austin, and Kyle is developing very rapidly. It's kind of come on the scene in the last few years as a developing community. You've got Austin, you've got Buda, and then you've got Kyle. Here's what I love about Kyle, the Kyle Buda area is affordability. So Kyle, I would categorize as like Georgetown or Round Rock 25 years ago, 30 years ago. Kyle is getting some great development happening in 2023. Several manufacturing firms that are going to set up shop in Kyle in the next year or two. They're getting a Costco in 2023. They've got an H-E-B Plus already. They've got a Home Depot. They've got a Rudy's Barbecue. They've got P. Terry's burger stand. Lots of restaurants, lots of development, lots of shopping coming to Kyle. There's several new build communities on the east side of I-35, several on the west side of 35. West side of 35, you've got Anthem, which is a great community. There's some great builders in there building that out. You've got Plum Creek, which has been in Kyle for a long time. Really, really beautiful, kind of a quaint neighborhood with walking trails, jogging trails. They're building another phase of Plum Creek. You've got Six Creeks in Kyle with a number of builders. I've got a video on showcasing Highland Homes model home in Six Creek. I've got a video on Coventry Homes in Six Creeks. You've got Perry Homes in Six Creeks. It just really kind of in that $500,000 to $800,000 price range, you can get a really, really nice home in Kyle, Texas. You go out a little further, it's right on the edge of the hill country, Driftwood. You've got the Hayes City store, which is a great place to eat. You need to go check that out. Just a few miles from Kyle, you've got Trattoria Lucina, which is a winery and an Italian eatery. It's beautiful, beautiful, great food. You need to go check that out. Kyle schools are lumped in with Buda schools. It's Hayes School District, and they're getting B's on niche.com, so be sure and check that out. They're doing really good things there. I think Kyle has a lot of good things going for it. You can be in downtown Austin in about 35 minutes from Kyle. So let's say you don't want to go to downtown Austin. Let's say you want to do something different. You can go to downtown San Marcos, downtown New Braunfels in about 15, 20, 25 minutes from Kyle. San Marcos has outlet malls, lots and lots of shopping. They've got a university there. New Braunfels has all kinds of new development happening. Lots of tourist stuff. They've got lots of restaurants. They've got Green Hall, that whole district with shopping. They've got Schlitterbahn. You can, even from Kyle, in a really short drive, you can be in northern San Antonio and enjoying all that has to offer. So Kyle's a really great spot. If you are looking south, I think it's got a lot of things going for it. You could easily get into a home there in the mid to high 300s. You can live in a really, really nice home in Kyle for $500,000 or $600,000. I think that if you're looking in Austin, you're looking to live in the suburbs, check out Georgetown, check out Kyle. I am a realtor in the Austin area, been here for 19 years. I'd love to help you, answer some of your questions, figure out what you're looking for. I'm gonna leave my phone number and my email in the notes of this video. So please reach out. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me. I respond fairly quickly. But I wanna help you figure out things and figure out what you're looking for. I want to help you by answering questions that you might have. Please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I try and post new videos every week, and thank you guys for watching.